how to sell your home after your spouse dies. To answer that question, there's a lot of information that is needed. If you live in Washington, the first question I would have is, was that community property or was that separate property? Let's assume it was community property, and by that I mean that both you and your deceased spouse own the property jointly. Let's say that there is a will that says you get all of the assets of the deceased spouse. Well, what that means is you will be able to sell your home after your spouse has died because the will confirms that your deceased spouse's interest is really yours now. And there may not even need to be a probate process to sell the home. Typically, title insurance companies will accept a lack of probate affidavit or a community property agreement, and they can tell that this house now is yours and therefore you can sell it. But do be aware that you might run into a few questions when you go to sell the house. Why would you run into these questions? Well, as I mentioned, and again, we are in Washington, you own one half of the house, your deceased spouse owns one half because it's a community property, and your spouse has died. Your spouse has the ability to say through the spouse's will that, let's say, his share of the community property passes to his kids. So you can't sell the house. You don't own the house. You only own your one half of the house because your late husband's will, for example, says that his kids get his half of the house. And you might think, that is crazy. What am I supposed to do? This is my house. I want to continue to live here. That, I agree with you. It's a very troubling situation, and I have seen it many times before when people don't understand what it means when they do a will and they say, my community property or my interest in my house, I want it to go to my kids. That basically will require that house to be sold through a probate process, and you either will need to buy out his kids' interests or sell the house, take the proceeds, take your half of the proceeds, and then, buy another house or whatever the situation may be. So don't assume that because your spouse has died and you've lived in this house together and both of your names are on title that you have full rights to the house. That might not be the answer. See an estate planning and elder law attorney.